Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the biggest questions in tech. Maybe one of the biggest questions of all time, really. How close are we to creating artificial general intelligence, or AGI? Let's unpack what that really means and, find out just how near that future might actually be. For so long, a machine that could truly think like a person felt like pure science fiction, right? Something out of a movie. But that's all changed. The conversation has completely shifted. The buzz you're hearing isn't just hype. AGI has officially moved from the movie screen right into the research and development lab. And that really brings us to the heart of it all. We're going to tackle two huge questions. First, what are we actually talking about when we say AGI? And second, the one on everybody's mind, when is it going to get here? So, let's get into it. All right, part one, what is AGI really? You see, before we can figure out how close we are, we kind of need to know where we're going. So let's start by defining the destination. Okay, so let's start with a solid foundational definition. The big players, IBM, Google, they see AGI as an AI that doesn't just master one thing. It's about an AI that can understand, learn, and then apply what it knows across a huge range of different jobs, kind of like we do. The key word here is adaptability, real adaptability, not just being a fancy copycat.
But not everyone agrees on that. Some folks in the field have a way more ambitious definition. Take OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. For them, they're setting the bar way higher. AGI isn't just about matching us, it's about building systems that are, quote, generally smarter than humans.
Then you've got Google DeepMind. They have a slightly more down-to-earth but still incredibly powerful vision. For them, it's all about capability. Can the AI do most of the thinking tasks a person can, and do them just as well? If the answer is yes, well, that's their benchmark for AGI. And finally, you have the visionaries who push this whole idea to its absolute limit. Someone like Elon Musk, for example, defines AGI as an AI that's smarter than the most brilliant person who's ever lived. So as you can see, from human-like to superhuman, AGI isn't just one single clear destination on a map. Part 2, our location on the map. Okay, so now that we have these different destinations in mind, where are we right now? Let's try to pinpoint our current progress on the road to AGI. So one really helpful way to think about this is to break down AI development into 4 stages. We've totally nailed level 1. That's task-specific AI, like an AI that can only play chess. But right now, we are here at level 2. This is the emerging reasoning stage, where AI is starting to connect the dots and handle more complex, multi-step problems. Here's another way to visualize that same shift. This human-to-machine scale shows how much of a job is automated. Right now, most industries are making the jump from level 1, where AI is just a little helper, towards level 2, where it's a true 50-50 partnership between human and machine. Part 3, the road to AGI. Okay, so we know where we're going, and we know where we are now. So, what does the road ahead look like? Well, as we're about to see, the timeline might be speeding up way faster than you think. Now this is where things get really interesting. Projections show a series of breakthroughs that are going to happen one right after another, even overlapping. You can see it on the timeline here. It kicks off with a massive explosion in multimodal AI, systems that get text, images, and sound. Then, right on its heels, a wave of AI agents that can actually do things for us. And all of that will then fuel a boom in robotics. The critical thing to see here is that all these waves are expected to build on each other and could lead to the emergence of AGI sometime between 2028 and 2030. It's coming up fast. Okay, part 4. What happens when we arrive? So let's imagine we followed that roadmap right to the end. It's 2030, AGI is here. What does that world actually look like? What does it feel like? Well, according to experts, the changes are going to be absolutely massive. I mean, they'll touch every single part of our lives. We're talking about things like completely automated businesses, AI doing its own scientific research, and even AI systems that can improve and rewrite their own code. This is going to fundamentally reshape everything: our economy, our jobs, our daily lives. So, to make that a little more real, picture this: an AGI that acts like a fully autonomous digital expert. It doesn't just help your company, it runs entire departments. It's forecasting revenue, handling all the customer service calls, negotiating with suppliers, and fixing bugs on the website, all on its own. And on a more personal level, imagine having an AGI companion that just gets you. It could be your personal mentor, helping you figure out your career path, keeping an eye on your health, and researching anything you want, all perfectly tailored to who you are and what you want to achieve. But maybe the most profound change of all will be in science itself. I want you to imagine an AGI that doesn't just crunch data. It comes up with its own ideas, runs millions of experiments in a simulation, and designs brand new medical treatments. Breakthroughs that used to take an entire career to achieve could happen in just a few days. So after looking at what it is, when it's coming, and what it could do, let's bring this all home. Why does this whole journey to AGI matter so much for all of us right here, right now? So here's the ultimate takeaway. The point of AGI isn't to replace people. It's to completely redefine our partnership with technology. The real vision is for AGI to handle all the heavy cognitive lifting, the complex number crunching and data sifting, which frees us up to double down on what makes us human: our creativity, our strategic thinking, our emotional intelligence, and our ability to lead. And that really brings us to one final, really powerful question for every single one of us. In a future where machines can do almost anything we can possibly think of, the most important choice won't be what the machines do. It'll be what we choose to do.